Holy moly, it's Monday. How you doing, everybody? Jim Toscano here, hanging out with hopefully some of my buds tonight in my little Monday night drum hang. I see some of you folks popping into the live stream, and you know what? The first thing I have to say right off the bat is it's Lucia's birthday today. So happy birthday, Lucia Rose Seminara. It is Lucia's birthday. awesome. I don't have the track queued up. I'd probably get banned anyway, but you know the deal. So happy birthday, Lucia, who's just 12. Holy moly. I'm sure that they've been celebrating over in Lucia's house tonight. And I'm sure Lane is hanging out celebrating as well. So let me just pull up the chat window here. Holy moly. So here's the... Oh, all right. Pat Ross filing in super early. What's happening, Pat Ross? Happy Monday. We just got... I think I just got a notification. That's cool. New subscriber. So, yes, happy Monday, Pat Ross. Glad you're hanging here. Glad you're chatting with us tonight. Bob Sears is in the house. We're back at it. Yeah, we are. You know, it's cold in here. I'm sorry. I'm in a jacket and everything. I'll warm up if I play a little bit. But, yeah, man, it's good to be back because the last couple of weeks I've been working really hard on this Rhythm Magazine deal, which I'll address in a moment. And, I've been editing videos and getting photo shoots done and taking apart the whole studio and putting it back together, which, by the way, holy moly, like literally right before the live stream, I realized that all the inputs had been switched and I was tracing all the inputs for my whole drum kit. So, you know, flying by the skin of my teeth today, but I'm here. That's what counts, right? So, yes, and of course, happy birthday to Lucia, who came in here. I'm going down the order of everybody, and it's always good to have my buddy Lucia in here, who, you know, has done a bunch of stuff with me, which has been cool. We've done a podcast. She's been a guest on my show. We're going to talk about Oh for Drum's Sake, the history podcast, and then, you know, we're going to get the Oh for Drum's Sake squad up on here very soon. Everybody agreed. John Gill, Bobby Angeletta, Janine, and we'll get everybody in here and we'll do like a very cool hang. That's going to be an upcoming live stream. Don O'Keefe hanging, trying to buy your issue Rhythm 298. I believe when I go through the process, it takes me to a PayPal without choosing the issue I want. I'll let you know about that. I know how to do it. I probably can't talk you through it right now. But if you go to the Rhythm website, you can order issue 298. I ordered the previous issue, the Neil Peart issue 297, a couple of copies of that. So it is doable. And if there is any kind of an issue, I will definitely find out. I'll speak to the editor, and we'll get that worked out. I'm really proud of that magazine article because there's been a super amount of work went into it. And it's, you know, everything tech. And I have 5 videos going up on their YouTube page, which may be live at this point or not. I'm not sure. I was not able to respond to the Rhythm team at the time that they texted me about the videos today because I was with Tom Famularo today working on his gear. So it's been a very super busy, productive day. And I'm glad to see that Don O'Keefe was able to chat from the from the Facebook page as well. Because I know Facebook, we were having trouble with the chat function before. But I'm glad that that seems to be working. And then I see the birthday chat. I'm getting down to what we said before. They say it's your birthday. And Don O'Keefe, one more, saying to buy your issue, I believe. Oh, you wrote it on both forums. Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm going to find out about the Rhythm thing. And I'm super stoked about that. It's a great, fun article. There's tons of information in it. And for those of you guys that are Percussive Art Society members, there's also a article on tech in Percussive Notes for last month's issue. So there's that as well. And I'm sure there'll be a couple more things to come. I have a couple other magazines on the table that are talking about this stuff, so that's awesome. So we got the birthday covered. We got Rhythm Magazine covered. Very cool. And I was out to the man himself, Dom, today. He's going to be a guest on the show real soon, by the way. So we're just got to pick dates. And by the way, Dom gave me this today, which I think is super way cool. The first annual Buddy Rich Memorial Scholarship show, April 3rd, 1989. And Dom was one of the producers on this thing and the brainchild of this whole crazy thing. And there's great pictures in here of course, Buddy, and the first to agree to do this thing, Dr. Steve Gadd, and Louis Belson, right? There's great photos in here and stories about everybody. And here's my buddy Dave, looking about 12 years old here. I know he was older, but Dave Weckl, looking very young and youthful. I'll have to tease him about that. Here's the man, Famularo, right there. And here, I'll show you one other one that's really cool. Jim Chapin. Woo! Yeah, very cool piece of memorabilia that Dom gave me today. I have to show you this. Morello. Who else we got? Here's another great one. Oh, there's Vinny. I have that poster in my mother's basement still. Greg Bisonet, sporting that lovely hairdo. Yeah, man. So, there it is. So, nice. Okay. Gad and Buddy are my number 1 and 2. There you go, man. All right. So I don't have a tune queued up, and that's okay. I'm going to jump right into a little bit of stuff that we've been doing in the workshop that I'm going to tie into the drum set stuff. It's some concepts that I've taught before. I'm just going to go a little deeper and elaborate a little bit more. By the way, Filling in the Grooves, the book. There's definitely pieces of this content that we're doing that are in this book, and we're going to go through some of that. And as I said, I was getting my input straightened out right before this, so I'm hoping that everything is happening. We're certainly going to find out, aren't we? And man, I feel like there was one other little some live streams that are going to be coming up. So I had to push off the one Vincent and I are doing a thing about Tony Thompson, and I believe we're doing that next week on Monday is the Tony Thompson episode. We're going to be going through some of the drumming of Tony Thompson. Power station drummer, and of course, session guy that's played with, under the production of Nile Rodgers, used him a lot. And so we're going to do a couple of tracks choice cuts that we've picked to go down some of the drumming of Tony Thompson, who I'm a big fan of. And so we're going to do that. I have Dom Famularo is going to be on an upcoming live stream, as well as my O for Drum's Sake squad. And Giant Flying Turtles, the whole band. So we're picking dates right now. They'll be coming in because we're going to go over the new record, which is getting mixed. So that's awesome. And that record, I'm really proud of it. It was a lot of work, and it's been in the making because of COVID for over a year. It was a year in October. I did the drum tracks 1 year ago, October. So October 2019. And then October 2020 came, and we were in the middle of the pandemic, so we haven't gotten that one done. Lena's watching. Hi, Lena. She's so adorable. Man, there's a video floating around on social media of Lucia and Lena singing together. And Lucia sings a line, and Lena fills in the words. It's quite remarkable. I think that kid is super brilliant for being... How old is she now? How many? I mean, it's just unbelievable. All right, so we're gonna get to a couple of things here, and I do have a sheet going on. Let me just also, I guess I'm in my company screen. I should mention the companies, right? So I might as well do that. I do want to mention Blackmagic Design, man. Blackmagic Design has sent me very cool gear to test. And just out of the blue, I get things coming to my house, and I really want to thank them. And so Blackmagic Design, who's really helped with all the tech stuff that I do, and also Zoom cameras, who's been very helpful. And I also want to mention, of course, Sabian Cymbals. Gotta love it. Huh. And Prologic's practice pads. I'm using my method pad tonight for some of the stuff that I'm going to demonstrate. And love my Prologics. And my offset pedals, which my foot cam didn't connect. So I'm a little upset I can't show you the foot cam. But I'm using the recycled black rubber side. Hopefully you can hear that. We'll see, right? And yeah, so the companies. And, you know, follow my Kitco site. I got a lot of new kits up there, by the way, tech kits. I've been adding a lot of gear. And, of course, follow me on social media and my YouTube channel and all that good stuff, which is, man, it feels good just to be back in the studio doing some drumming. It's been like weeks of tech stuff. And, man, I need it. I need to be on this. This is going to be a shed week. I'm shedding this week. I'm practicing a lot this week because I would say last week I got on the kit maybe twice. Yeah. So I'm shedding this week so that in the next coming episodes, we're going to have some really on point drumming. So I got to catch up. But it's all good. It's all good. Nice. That's right. Dave Weckl and Pat Ross sharing January birthdays. Love it. And you guys, I love watching you guys interact with each other. It's just so awesome. Thanks, John Gill. I appreciate that. And as you know, John, you and Janine and Bobby are going to be guests of mine very, very soon. I was going to announce also a Sabian Education Network live stream that I'm doing in a couple of weeks on Friday. We moved the date, so I can't remember the date. I think it's the 17th at 2 p.m. I'll announce that again come Thursday. And all right, I'm gonna get to some playing because I'm dying to hit things. So let me just scroll forward. I'm on the support screen. I'm gonna go to the split screen, and I need glasses at the moment. You guys know that. And we're gonna talk about a few things. Let's see. Hey, can we see that? Yeah, sort of. I'm just hoping that I can control it. Maybe. It's not going to the top of the screen, which is a little disappointing. See if I can actually move that thing. Maybe not. Okay. Well, that's all right. This has some of the stuff that I wanted to go over. And I can definitely scroll through a few of these 6+3 combination things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some strategies for using this stuff. Okay. So I'll just jump into it, and then I'll stop and talk to you guys in a little bit. So we've been talking about, you know, in the hand technique workshop live stream, we were kind of talking about using the 6-stroke roll and moving it around, right? So we were moving it from downbeats to the ands, right? So if I was playing, I'll play like some eighth notes with my hi-hat. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, right? So I was just jumping it over 1/8 note. So we have a strategy, which was that right, left, left sticking to move it. So if I was playing on the downbeats, and that would be that first 6+3 combination, okay? And so I guess I can put that one on the screen. 6+3. And, you know, I wrote these out as just exercises here. And, you know, I put together in the new booklet for the workshop, I have that 6+3 combination thing written into syncopation rhythms, or written over syncopation rhythms, so that we have sort of this, you know, the quarter note is the 6-stroke roll, then we hit that little half a 6-stroke roll, and that's our strategy for using an 8th note displacement. So it would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, right, left, left, being the 1, and then we move to the 6-stroke roll in the and. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And the strategy to move it is using a 3, and it goes to the ands. And the strategy to move it back is doing another 3 on the ands. Okay, I should have my phone silenced. It's very distracting. Do you know that I did the interview with David Garibaldi for Rhythm Magazine, and I'm editing that thing, and there was a point where I had my phone on. It should have been on Do Not Disturb, and somebody was blowing up my phone because there was something going on, and I think it was nothing serious. It was somebody's tech stuff, maybe serious to them, and they were just like trying to get me. And they were having trouble with their tech. And so during the interview with David Garibaldi, David and I are talking, and I just keep hearing beep, beep, blink, 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 blink. 2 seconds later, blink, blink, blink. And I'm like, oh, my God. I didn't want to, during the interview go like, which I should have done in hindsight, because I could have silenced the phone and then edited just that out. But instead I have blinking, all this noise. Anyway, back to the task at hand. I digress. So here we go. So we're using that strategy. Now, the strategy for the practice pad stuff was basically just using a right, left, left sticking, right? So we're going, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4, 1. Right? So we're just using combinations of the 3s and 6s to play with syncopation ideas. And as I mentioned in the workshop, I ripped that definitely off of Buddy Rich and a bunch of other guys. And, I played some of it last time, but I'll just do it again just to reiterate. So it's just this kind of... right? And what's nice about it is it's constant movement and lots of accenting, and it's just fun. It sounds good. It's fun. And I would say you can use this really in any style as long as the song permits. I mean, you could, right? Honestly, it could be here. Right? So, it would fit in that kind of a vibe, up-tempo swing. But, it's kind of fun to... why not, right? Or, into a medium tempo rock. So, it's just so busy. And, I use those things hopefully in the appropriate spots, but it's super fun to do. And so the other one that I like, and we're going to get into the add-ons, the 3s, entrance and exit strategies, and ones that we can use to replace the right, left, left sticking, which it doesn't always have to be right, left, left. But I like this one, right, right, left, right, left. How would you guys do it? I got to do it lefty. Hold on. Yeah, so it's right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left as a sticking. It's really easy, but it's a nice add-on to all this 6 stuff. And so what I'll do is so the first 2 strokes, I'm playing it lefty right now, but it's left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Low, 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 loud, loud, low, 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 loud, loud. And you'll notice upstroke, down, down. The other thing that's kind of cool is, watch, I'll pull the left out of the equation, and it's just my right playing accents. For you guys, it would be the opposite. It'd be your non-leading hand for your righties, you weird righties. So if I pull this hand away, you'll just hear but, right? So right? So, and those are all upbeats. So what's kind of cool with that thing is we're mixing up this. Right? So we get this other side thing, because the 6s and 3s are very leading hand heavy, right? So of course we have the ta of the 6-stroke roll, those pickup notes from the opposite hand. But then when we switch to this other sticking, we can bring out the accents on the opposite hand, which gives it more syncopation. So just for an example, I'll do 2 bars of the 6-stroke rolls, and then I'll do 2 bars of the the upbeat accents of the right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. So we get this. 2, 2, 3, 4. Humming a lot in there. Yeah, I blew the entrance the first time I did that, because I don't usually think about how I connect these. I just do them. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I really like those accents, and I'll tend to throw those around the kit in different ways. So maybe we're going. Right, so I'm throwing those up onto the toms. And it's kind of random, right? I mean, I'll put 1 tom. Notice that I'm using 3 surfaces, so it makes for even a more syncopated or confusing thing. Because if you use shape and you use groupings, even if you're playing something that's completely even, like I'm doing here, I'll put it on the hi-hat. So you can hear it's just. But if I move that around, if I move on 2 surfaces, it's still going to sound even, right? Or we'll make it more obvious. But if I move it on 3 surfaces, then it sounds random in a way. So I like to use odd groups of things. And even though the thing I'm playing might not be so odd, it implies that stuff, right? So now we're going, let's say, the 1-6 idea. It's fun, and listen, it's really boisterous and, kind of over the top at times. But I use that riff even in a Roger Friedman song. We got a song called Life is Hard, and that song is a 2-beat, right? So most of the song I'm playing this. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Doing like a train beat, right? And then in the middle of that song, it breaks down to, and I use a jingle stick, which is not available. But we break down to this kind of thing later in the song. So, and I use the jingle stick up on one of the toms. So it kind of has a New Orleans-y kind of feel. And sometimes I'll do it here. And coming out of that section, I play that riff. So it's 1, 2. And then it goes into that upbeat 2 thing again, with lots of cymbal crashing and fun stuff like that. And yeah, it's just super fun. So you never know where it's gonna work, where you can use that stuff. Before I move on to the written ideas, let me check in with my little chat squad and see if everybody fell asleep. Oh my goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got here, babies. All right, everybody's asleep. It's all right. It's all right. That's because I was playing. So then it takes a little time to populate. So while it's populating, I'm going to play something, and then we'll see if there's any questions about any of that stuff with those stickings or anything like that. I'm still awake. Okay. Okay, so here's the exit strategy. Ready? First exit strategy, the first movement strategy is going to be, I'll show you this one that I like. So I'm moving it with this. Instead of right, left, left, I'm playing foot, right, left. So really, if I just do it on the snare, it's this. So it's foot, right, left, and then your regular 6-stroke roll. So that's why you hear that 2 low strokes into, that's my 8th note movement strategy. Right, so I'm just taking that and now moving it here, 5-piece kit or 4-piece kit, doesn't matter. What I like about that is we get such a range. It could also be, and I would just notice that I'm ghosting the first one. I like the lilt in that ding ding gong, right? But it could be put it where you want to put it, So and it's super fun. Yeah, it's in the hand development thing. I know it's difficult to see on the screen, But inside, it's page 30 in the ideas come from page 30 inside of the hand technique workshop booklet. I just added this stuff in, so it's new. Page 30, page 31. It's also in filling in the grooves. Some of these 6+3 combinations are in here as well. But just pay attention to the strategies. Oh, and this sheet that's up here, I can send this to you guys. If I don't, hit me up and I'll just email it to you, okay? Because, you know, these are lessons that I share with my students all the time, and they're super fun to play. So back to this. So yeah, so that was the answer to that, right? I hope we got that. How many pages are we up to? We're in the 70s. It's going to be 100, Lou. You know it. You know it's going to be 100. I got to take this jacket off. Now I'm getting warm. See, now the warmth is happening. Let me take this off because now I'm having fun just because I get to play my drums tonight. You know, hopefully you guys are having fun, but I know I'm having fun. So that strategy. So you could go. So if we just repeat it. Oh yeah, so that one I'm kind of straightening it out. I'm not doing the 3 add-on. Let's do the 3 add-on. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the way I use that one. And, you know, I might use that as a opening to a song. And oftentimes I just start on the end. Maybe I'll go 1 and 2 and, right? Right, so, you know, it's super punchy little fill. And, you know, using these pieces and putting them together, 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4. We could do that with 6s, or just keep doing the 3s. 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet. 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3. And then, you know, if you just want to do 1 bar fill, 1 and triplet, 3, 4, and, right? I just use one of them. Right, I just went into 6s. I used the 3 to move it over, right? And then 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. And sometimes I start that on the end, 1 and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. So that add-on I really like, which is foot, tom, tom. And that's all it is just that. Right? And I'm going into a regular 6-stroke roll directly after that. Right? So now if I do the 3 plus 6, you have to just keep track. 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. The and I'm throwing on the floor tom, which is the 1 of each group of 6, if that makes sense. Now, here's another kind of cool thing with that one. What if we reverse it? So we go 1 triplet. So I went tom-tom foot for my 3. So hand, hand, foot is also an 8th note. It's a half of a sextuplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. 1 triplet. I'm putting, by the way, the lits on my high tom just to mess with it. So we get this. 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. Again, I like to make sort of these, and so it sounds like displacement, doesn't it? So putting the lit, the last note of the 6-stroke roll, I'm still accenting the 1 and the lit, but I'm putting the lit in a place where it sounds dominant. Does that make sense? So if I was going, that sounds pretty even, but if I throw it on a tom-tom, it sort of dominates the stage, right? So if I went, right? So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, and 5. I'm hitting the upbeat coming out, just to give it a little anticipation, right? Right? Even just the regular 6. Again, I'm hitting the lit, bringing out the lit. All right. Any questions on that? I don't know. I don't think so. So, super fun. I mean, look, I'm having a good time. So, hey, there it is. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for you guys too. So far we have this one. We have the that thing. We have the other strategy. And then we have this one, which I really like, which is actually on the page we're looking at. The very last line of that page, which is foot, hand, foot, foot for the 3, for moving things around. So we would have this 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. So that's a fun one. And so often I call this bucket of fish position, which is this, right? So if I do that for the 6 plus 3, I really like that one. It's real swingy. Right? So, or maybe I stole that from Weckl, by the way. That one I like because starting it on the tom, then I start one on the snare. So I'm going, watch. 6 plus 3. Okay, so again, you know, if it's like a bar of 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right? Just a nice combo. Holy moly. Yeah, and actually as it gets quicker, I'll start to use the double pedal. So that really changes it when you go, right? That's a nice exit strategy. That's kind of badass, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, Christian. Hey, Christian, what's up, man? Yeah, I love how the kick changes it, right? It really does. It's like, you know, this makes it sound like a certain style. Right? It feels like a certain time, a certain style. It works like in a big band setting, right? Great for big band settings. And then you take it into the toms and the kick, and it's just like a whole beefier thing, right? Exactly. Hey. Yeah, so I kind of like that. That's kind of a fun thing. So, you know, and look, you mix and match ideas. That's what my whole book is about. You could take Filling in the Grooves and page hop and put some stuff together. I played a Pat Boone, Debbie Boone after that, didn't I? Right? Could be, right? Oh yeah, so wait, check this out. So if I'm going, what if I started on the end? 1, right? If you move it to the and, I know I get so excited about this stuff, but if you move it to the and, 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, yeah, right? So 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4. You're hitting the last floor tom, like if you do that setup, I'll do it on the snare. 1, triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4. The last note is a 4, and I'm not going to start another 6 there. I'll play something as an exit strategy. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. 4 and right? Nice little exit strategy. 1. 1. 1. 4 and 1. 2, 3 and 4. 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4 E and right? Or 4 triplet and triplet. 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4 triplet, and triplet. So there's a lot of ways to go with it. Here's a fun one. You get to the 4 and you fill up the rest with kick drums. So you go 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet. 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 and 4. 1 and triplet, 2 triplet, and So, and make sure come out on the right foot on that. Or the correct foot, I mean. I went to the other one. There it is. So, you know, hey, listen, it's just bashy and fun. It's bashy and smashy and fun. Stop it. All right. What about hi-hat? Could be there, right? You could do this, the thing from before. You know the way we were going. So I have one where I go, you move the accent to the snare. Blowing that. Haven't done that one in a while. That's in the book, actually. I gotta practice my own book. Stop it. All right, so that's that. And so those are some strategies for this idea. And yeah, the kick drum really does fill it out a lot. And what I would say is just practice playing, you know, on a single kick and just the snare, and work out the phrasing before you start orchestrating, and then utilize the orchestrations for this stuff later because it's super fun to do. And of course, all the other ones that I did before, like the kick, tom, tom, snare strategy, could be anywhere, right? Right there is one tom. Moving it around, just having fun with it. And the other thing that's kind of fun is I call it a crash pattern. It's in this sheet, is to hit the lits, like I said, on the toms, hit those on crashes, because that also will present a certain level of syncopation or displacement, like this. Three and four. One triplet and triplet, right, so that gives it a different, certainly a different thing. Or all those upbeats, right? So good punchy stuff. If you had horn hits, you could rip those horn hits out that way. You know, that's one way to do it. So anyway, so these are just some fun things to mess around with on this topic. And I will give you one other thing, is that, you know, and as you guys know, I'm a gigantic Paradiddle Diddle fan. Of course, we all are. I'm going to get a shirt made up that says, I love Paradiddle Diddles. I eat them for breakfast. I eat them for lunch. I have a pillow that says Paradiddle Diddle on it. And so we could do the same strategy, this one. Tom, tom, foot. Then Paradiddle Diddle instead of the 6-stroke rule. And I know this one I've demonstrated in the past, but it's all related. The Paradiddle Diddle is a 6-stroke roll, just reorganized, right? 6-stroke roll, accent in the front, accent in the back. Paradiddle Diddle, 2 accents in the front. So So they are sister and brother. And so if I do hand, hand, foot, paradiddle, diddle, hand, foot, hand, foot, paradiddle, diddle. Right? It works just as well. And I will also say that I like the feel of throwing in a foot substitution on the last right of the paradiddle diddle. So if you go, or the last left for you guys, paradiddle diddle, foot. So my combination that I really like, that I use a lot, and I'm pretty sure that I ripped this from a very early John Luke Ponte record with Steve Smith on drums, and it's this riff, tom-tom foot, then paradiddle diddle, but I'm going to put the last diddle on the foot, the very last note. So tom-tom foot, paradiddle diddle. Right? So, oh, not the sevens yet. I do have a sevens version of it. Right? So paradiddle diddles would be, with the foot substitution, just sextuplets, right? So I could just do those all day. So that's just sextuplets. But if we put in the 3 plus the sextuplet, we again get that shift. We get that displacement. One triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4. 1 triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4. 1 triplet, and triplet, 2 triplet, and triplet, 3 triplet, and triplet, 4. Right? And you could do 4 triplet and triplet, but it's nice to have some space. Set up exiting the fill. Don't play every last note up to the end. So it's a busy enough fill as it is. So you get this. Right, so it's just super fun and punchy. And that could go any which way you want. I'm just going on the same couple drums. Or what if you were on a 4-piece? So I'm just moving it around, but you know, I brought it just down to 4 drums. It's a little sloppy. This is why I'm going to shed this week. So those I really enjoy playing. I just think it's fun. And so some fills you might do, I'll do, oh, and the 3 add-on, I like doing 2 of them with this particular thing. And then you just get groups of sextuplets, right there. So that one's really fun because you get this 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. I started putting the 7s. So I might go, you know, in the syncopated ones. end of that one, I'm doing this little. So I'm doubling all the bass drum notes, putting in a second kick on each one. There it is without the double kick. And that's more of like a rough, right? And then the 7 thing is that I'm putting in a second bass drum note, so that becomes a 7. Watch. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's the 1E and the end of la, right? So those are super fun. They're really punchy. It's very like Ringo, right? It's Ringo is what comes to mind when you hear those groups of 7. Yeah, mostly Ringo. I don't know. I hope that's fun. I certainly had fun. I went over time because I'm not paying any attention because I'm just hitting things and having fun hitting my drums. I missed my drums for the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to shed my little booty off all week, and I am going to be killing it. Because tonight I feel a little rusty. But it was super fun, and I'm glad you guys hung out. John Gill, what are you saying about the ride? Let me just catch up to the last couple little things you guys said. Thank you for hanging, man. I mean, it's so joyous for me, and hopefully I'm spreading some joy with you guys. Jim, I like the sound of your Sabian King ride. I added a Sabian 22-inch King ride to my kit today. Yes! I love this ride cymbal. I mean, even the bell, which is tiny. It sounds good. It's a nice sounding bell. I like to even crash on this thing. But I love riding on this ride cymbal. And I do have the Apollo ride, which is my second favorite these days. 22-inch Apollo ride. I have all the big and ugly ones. I think I have all of them. But the King one is definitely my favorite because it's an HH. I dig the HH. Good stuff, Jim. Thanks, Bob. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be seeing you soon, Bob. We got to talk about octoprees and all kinds of stuff. Holy moly. I have news. I have news from the octopree world. Christian, man, so cool that you hung out in here. I love how the accents really come out versus the low volume strokes. Even the kick is that low level to make room for the accents up top, right? It's shape, right? It's all about shape. How we shape the stuff makes it, because if you play it all one volume, obviously it's terrible. But if you get that lope and that shape to it, hills and valleys, as I like to call it, it really brings stuff out and in and makes it more interesting and brings out the syncopation of it. So thanks for the comments, because it's really encouraging. And Lucia, you're welcome. You came in here on your birthday. How sweet is that? I love that. You're so dedicated. You inspire me every single day, Lucia. And yes, Thursday night we're going to do the hand technique workshop. And I got some new stuff for you guys in the way of mixed pumping motions. How exciting. Mixed pumping motions? What? Yeah, so we're going to have a good time on that. And, you know, look, I love doing this. I love presenting some ideas and hopefully inspiring some folks. And you guys let me do my thing, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to see everybody on Thursday. And I'm certainly going to... Oh, if the sheets, I'm going to try to put it in an email. But if I'm going to go upstairs and eat now, if I forget, please just hit me up and bother me, because I will make sure you guys get it. There's lots of sheets of this stuff. So, you know... I really appreciate it. So you guys, I'll see you guys on Thursday for the hand technique workshop, where we'll be doing more ideas. And you guys have a great week, and I'll see you then. And thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate it. I need my glasses so I can find my title reel, and I'll talk to everybody later. Later, potatoes.